I've got it. Getting sick of ending on that screen. Hey everybody, welcome back. This is RowlesTheGamer. You're watching my Let's Play of Ghostbusters for the Sega Genesis. This is part 8, and this is the final episode of this playthrough. Look at that, the ghost helps you jump, and what a swell chum. Now I do think, if my memory serves correct in this video, I had done some editing just for traveling purposes, because there really isn't... You guys get the point, right? Of what's going on here. Like, hard climbing areas and freaking, it's like those little ghosts and those things that shoot fucking needles. You know, it is what it is. Matter of fact, I think I go ahead and kill myself here. Normally I'm not a fan of abusing continues that much, but when you have them, use them, you know? Eventually I kill myself. I was trying to get up there, so yeah, what possibly are the dumbest enemies in the game I'm going to die by. Except for that crazy demon bat contraption there. Contraption? Anyway, we're back to the beginning of the damn place. And I'm gonna mob up on bombs here. Alright, back to the big hole. Well, back in the big hole, I should say. You can do it. See, it's like... There comes a time in a game where making you climb arbitrary cliffs like these they're not just like tedium, it's like unnecessarily prolonging and making the game more difficult. Now I know that's been done before. I know that's done to great effect by some video game companies, but it feels like, and if you have any doubts of this, go check out like AVGN or the guys over at Brain Scratch Comms or plug and all my favorite people. Us at Multiplayer, my channels, check out Lennon, Casey, all these people. Everyone will agree games are unnecessarily prolonged by shit like this. You have to plug some of my favorite people there. I'm happy. I'm sure I missed one or two. No. I'm sorry, folks. It's hard to find stuff to talk about when you're just watching yourself fail miserably to do climbs. I promise there's going to be some editing when I keep fucking up. I was kind of like, I don't want a video series to drag on super long because of my wandering. Especially when the first videos were so fucking kick-ass. Anyway, this motherfucker again. See, now I was surprised at first when they put this plan in. Because you just fought it in the castle, but I suppose they can't really render Stay Puft in a giant hole. So it is what it is. Use that. No, that's a terrible strategy. What am I doing there? Ah, those little fucking things are just ridiculous. At least unlike the snowman, they killed the snowman from the apartment complex, and later refought him here in the last video. At least the little fucking muncher things kill themselves when they hit something instead of just floating there and screen fill. I guess the battlefield's a little too small for screen fill, but remember when I said a few minutes ago about artificial difficulty? That would be something that falls under artificial difficulty for sure. Really catching the ghost here is more for bragging privileges. What little bragging can be done, I suppose. Say I edited. Aren't you happy? Did that just pass through? Oh, okay, it's definitely hitting him. Good. God, this boss battle music hasn't gotten old, has it? Eh. I don't think this game really had a ton of money behind it, though, so it can be fine. Especially after the first couple Ghostbuster games sucked ass. But I think I already talked about those for those Nintendo. AVGN talked about him too, so I can plug for him this video, I don't know why. But he's an inspiration. You're the meaning in my life. You're the inspiration. It's like I'm singing to a video game, singing that song. Or maybe like Penn Jillette or something. Yeah, I don't know. Well, no, he's not the meaning in my life, though, so it's a little too friendly. Fuck it. This joke's dumb. I'm abandoning it now. And there goes the face. Looks like it was assembled out of cigarette ash, doesn't it? Or maybe I'm just going completely fucking insane. I suppose both are a possibility. I fucking caught it. Editing. Are you the one who woke me up? Thank you. My name is Jana, the Lord of Death and Destruction. Your world will soon be ruled by the power of the world of darkness. You'll be my very first victim. You should feel very honored. Ha, ha, ha. Can really design on a voice for her. Do not be fooled. This boss is kind of a giant space flea from nowhere. You weren't expecting to fight the Lord of Death and Destruction, were you? Anyway, don't ignore the heart she's throwing at you. Just shoot for the head. And I'm abusing the fuck out of the plasma. Got so many hits. It's like Mr. Stay Puft before, you know? I mean, I'm so badass I turned my little shield off. Now, the fight does get a bit more interesting here. A bit. Notice, this is the operative word. I'm gonna keep throwing my... Scimitar? Does that kind of sword have a unique name? The one... Not like the Middle Eastern looking sword, I know that's a scimitar. But the, one that has like the crescent blade there. You know what I'm talking about, viewers? I'm not a real sword aficionado. I'm more of a, well, giant swords and Zweihanders. That's two-hander in German. But yeah, polearm type guy. If I have to be nerdy about it. It's kind of a letdown when your final boss is this rinse and repeat, you know? And like, okay, let's make it stronger. Alright, we'll give it a bigger health, you know? Like, we'll give it an obscene amount of health and make it dull and repeatable. And it's not like this game's the only thing that falls victim to that. Like, they're even in, like, a game is, at the time, groundbreaking as, like, Final Fantasy X or something. Or the Final Fantasy series in general can have some long-ass repetitive boss fights. A few from 13 come to mind, where it's like, time limit fight, you know, type shit. Anyway. You see, I'm kind of playing it close here, which sucks, but, you know, fuck it. I was waiting for, like, some other super attack to happen, but alas, you know, nothing. That's nice that it can fly off screen. That's real fucking fair. And the simplicity of this boss fight is not based on hardware. If you look back to the first series I did, Sonic 2, the like Egg Robo Gundam at the end had a pretty, at least it had a different attack pattern, you know what I mean? Like, it varied itself pretty well. So, this really has no excuse other than just being lazy. We're going to give it a lot of health, lazy programmers, giving it a lot of health, and, you know, repeating, small hitbox. I wouldn't call it a recipe for success, but it's a recipe for shit. And look at that. Well, I win with a little bit of health left. I'm happy for that. Because I don't want to fight it again. What the fuck is that? A jellyfish? Daily Sega News. It's not 17th Street Spook. It's fucking hell. This is the storm tower. Put on a tab. We did it. The cave entrance. A cave entrance is crumbling? That doesn't make any sense. Oh look, guys, it's the best credit sequence in any video game. You know how I said when I was doing Majora's Mask of the Lennon, that was my favorite credit sequence? It's just been topped, baby. Healthy Toyama, Mizutan, Tan, Kawasaka, Calm Blue, KK, and K Koba. Locky P, couldn't have done it without you, buddy. Nav's on the sound. Special thanks to Onion. Shout out to Onion. Is that it? My second 1990. It's a fun game. I remember playing it all the time as a kid. We'd rent it from the video store here in town, and I'd get a little further each and every time. So, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Peace. And take it easy.